Good morning. I'm Joel Gackle, the Senior Director of Alumni Engagement at Augustana University. As we continue to navigate these unprecedented times, we're discovering new ways to celebrate your generosity. Today, I am pleased to share with you the first message in a new video series called Your Morning Cup of Gratitude. Throughout this series, we'll share the stories of Augustana students who are being impacted by generous gifts like yours. In this season of gratitude, we want to share with you what we're blessed to witness on campus every day. The impact you make in the lives of Augustana students as they work to create their bold futures. Enjoy these Augustana stories, made possible by your generous heart and those who share your spirit of giving. We hope you enjoy your morning cup of gratitude. And once again, thank you for all the ways that you support Augustana. Well, thank you for joining us for your morning cup of gratitude. My name is Joel Gackle, and I serve as the Senior Director of Alumni Engagement here at Augustana. We know now is a challenging time for so many, and we feel honored to share these stories with you. With me today is Blake Chesley. Blake is a senior studying business, finance, and economics. Blake, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Well, we feel very fortunate. We have such an incredible group of generous donors, and in this season, they're not able to see the impact of their gifts, which is students like you. Blake, can you share with us a little bit about your journey to Augustana?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I started off by touring a bunch of different schools. I grew up here in Sioux Falls, so I kind of knew about Augustana growing up, but I never really gave it much thought. And my intentions as a senior in high school was to go to a big school somewhere far away. I toured Kansas University, Lincoln, University of Minnesota. And Augustana's tour and visit that I did felt most like home to me. I felt like the people here really wanted me to succeed. They wanted what was best for me, and I felt like I was going to make the best relationships at Augustana. So that's what drove me to come here for my education.
You mentioned this feeling of people wanting to see you succeed. How has this community positively impacted your time as a student?
In countless ways, Augustana has impacted me and my future. I would say the biggest thing that Augustana has provided me would be experiences in the real world. I'm currently doing my third internship as a student right now. So I'm an accounting and finance intern for Wiser Distributing in Sioux Falls. And these experiences have shaped my goals and my future. And without the support of the Augustana community, whether it be the Success Center, the professors here, or just other students providing encouragement, I would not know what I wanted to do, and I wouldn't have had those professional experiences to help me get there. So.
Now, you mentioned you've had 3 internships. And I think many times our donors aren't certain about what the students are like. In addition to those, you were also involved in several activities. Can you name a few of those and what those experiences were like for you?
Yeah, for sure. Couple of the main activities that I'm involved in is I'm a member of SALT, which is a Serving and Learning Together. So it's a volunteer organization here on campus. It's been a great way to meet people and learn to give back to the community. It's a good feeling when you can go out and serve and also make awesome friendships like that. So another activity that I'm involved with is the Augustana Admissions. So I give tours around campus to prospective students. I email them, I do calls, and I explain the benefits of coming to Augustana. And then also I am a member of Campus Life, and I'm a VA, so a Viking advisor. So I'm in charge of a floor in one of the residence halls, and I've been doing that for the last 3 years. And that's just another great way to meet people, meet a lot of people that I probably wouldn't have if I wasn't in that position. And it's been a really great learning experience and how to handle situations with different people. So it's been great.
Now, you've obviously taken advantage of all that Augustana has to offer. Is there a moment that you really feel most grateful for your time to be an Augie student?
There's so many moments to choose from. I genuinely feel like I said, the experiences that I've had both with professors and them being able to provide me with opportunities. One of my favorite professors, Lauren Kepsel, he just retired last year, but I used to go into his office and ask him questions, whether it be about the finance class that I was taking or just a career path that I wanted to pursue. And being able to do that and have that face-to-face with a professor. And we're still great friends. We communicate through LinkedIn since he's not at Augustana anymore. We actually just played in a volleyball game at the Elman Center last week together. So I would say just recognizing that relationship that I had with him, and he's a mentor to me, and being able to, like I said, recognize those relationships has made me so grateful for all that Augustana has provided me. So
that's great. For those who haven't been on campus in some time, can you maybe share what it's like to be on campus now, and especially now as we're walking through this very uncertain time?
Yeah, and it was a period of uncertainty for a long time, and it still is. Things are changing constantly, especially with our new Viking Bold plan and all of that. It's been a really fun time to be at Augustana. Specifically with what's going on in the world right now, with COVID and all that stuff. It's been a little bit different for my senior year. All my classes have been in person, which has been awesome. I'd much rather be in person than over a Zoom call or what have you. So there has been a couple times where my professors have had to quarantine, and I had to quarantine once. So, but the great thing about this community is no matter what we go through, we're all here for each other. They're always offering support. And if I need something, if I have to take a day off, I'm not feeling good or something like that, I know that I can count on my fellow students to help me get the notes maybe for that day of the class, or my professors to help me understand what I missed. I know that this community is resilient, so that's the best thing about being on campus at this time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
You mentioned all the support you've received for the community. You've also received several scholarships during your time here. Without them, what would your time at Augustana have looked like?
Well, I think it'd be so much different. For example, I wouldn't have the time to be in all these activities that I'm in, or make the relationships that I have even with my professors, because I'd be busy working a second or third job. And I think that not having to do that and not having to spend that time to focus on something else rather than my schooling I've been really able to dedicate a lot of myself towards my schooling, which is so good because I know that that's going to help me in the long term. I haven't had to worry about, the financial burden of school. So that part has been amazing. But I really think that it comes down to, if I did have to worry about that stuff, I would be, like I said, working another job or something like that, trying to set myself up for success. But when instead I can be really focused on the people here, I can be focused on immersing myself in all the opportunities that Augie has to offer, and that's what I've done. So very grateful.
What would you like to share? Great, sorry. What would you like to share with our community of supporters today?
I would just like to thank each and every one of you guys for your donations and your gifts. I'm really glad that I have this opportunity to share my gratitude. I know that everybody here on campus feels the same way that I do about these scholarships and opportunities that you provide us. It's way more than just the monetary value. It gives us a chance to have the college experience that we like, that we desire, and it sets us up for future success also. So I can't express my gratitude enough. It's been amazing. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Blake, thank you so much for joining us today and reminding us all that we do have to be grateful for. I wish you blessings, and until next time, have a great day.
Yep, you too. Thank you so much.